intrinsic inside, extrinsic sort of outside, and then the systemic, what are we working in? So then within each of those streams, how do we look at the sort of the line of development for each one? So, you know, things normally start off sort of basic, move to a more advanced stage. What does that look like?
I mean, we are on the edge here today, aren't we? So I've got a little bit of experiment that I thought I would just maybe sort of drop with you. So anybody interested in doing an experiment together? Yeah? Okay, cool. All right, so what I'm going to try to demonstrate is this notion of mindlessness, mind, and mindfulness. In a sense of levels within the intrinsic self, levels within the extrinsic self, and levels within the systemic. So I'm going to give you a set of instructions, and it'd probably be best if everyone stood up. Yeah, everyone stood up. So this set of instructions, first of all, is going to be quite ordinary. In other words, I'm going to communicate with you something which is coming from my mind, and it's going to communicate something to your mind. So in a sense, we are using the mind in this set of instructions, okay? So let me just demonstrate the mind. So what I'm going to ask you to do, and I'm going to have to put this microphone down to demonstrate. Is that? All right. So what I would like you to do is to take the palms of your hands. We all know what the palms of our hands are, don't we? We can use our mind to identify that this is a part of my body, this is called the palm of my hand. And what I'd like you to do is to put the palms of your hands on your temples. Like that. Yeah, just on your temples. Okay? So I've given you some instruction. If you're wearing a pair of glasses like I am, it'd be recommended at this point in time to take them off. Okay? So, another set of instructions. So at this point in time, what we're actually deploying within each one of us is the mind. This is the mind. I'm coming from I'm giving you some instructions. You're interpreting the instructions that I am actually giving you, and you are quite obviously following those instructions, because I know you understand, because I can see lots of people with their hands on their temples. I'm like, okay, very good. All right, so that's mind. All right, what I would like you to do is to rock from side to side and go beep, 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 beep. Great, fantastic, excellent. I was also giving you instructions, but did you know why I was asking you to do that? No. That's mindlessness. How many times have you given a set of instructions and you've just followed along and thought, yeah, that's right. That's mindless. So there's another demonstration. How many people do you know who actually go through life being mindless? Yeah? What? All right, so then we have two. We've come to a conclusion of what mind is. We know what mindlessness is. What is mindful? So I'd like you all to do that again. This time I want you to slowly bring your pinkies down, and I want you to put them over your eyelids. Close your eyes and put them over your eyelids. And I would like you to exert as much pressure as you feel comfortable on your eyelids. So press your eye socket into the back of your head, okay? So let's do this. Okay? Right, there might be a little pain, but this is, let's see what happens. Let's go with this. We're on the edge, guys, on the edge. Just press in, press in. Just keep them pressed in. Begin to be aware of what is appearing in your mind's eye. Press in a little further if you feel there's nothing happening. Do you begin to see patterns? Do you begin to, yeah? Yeah? You are at this point in time having a subjective experience. You are seeing patterns, yeah? All right, so everybody just come back, like be in the mind a little, and let's just explore this, okay? Who didn't see patterns? Everybody's seen patterns, yeah? That was your subjective experience. That was only your subjective experience. There was no one else in this room having the same insight in terms of the patterns that were floating across your inner space. The thing is that you were aware of those patterns, weren't you? You seen them. You were mindful of what your internal subjective space was looking like. Everybody with me?
Yeah.
There is an example of what mindfulness is in terms of your own subjective reality. If I could quote from the Matrix, what will really cook your noodle is who was doing that observing. Who was doing that observing? Your awareness? Your awareness. At that point in time, when you could see those little patterns coming across your vision, and that was your individual, unique, subjective experience, and you were able to observe your subjective experience, weren't you? You were able to observe your interior life as it was presenting to yourself right there and then. That is mindfulness. Now what I would like you to do is I'd like you to turn to the partner next to you, and I would like you to try and communicate exactly what you see in your head at that point in time. Okay? Give that a couple of seconds. Hello, thank you. All right, okay, so in that little discourse that you had with your neighbor there, how many of you felt that you actually were able to communicate exactly what was going on in your head when we did that experiment accurately enough so that you felt that your actual partner knew exactly what it was that you seen in your mind's eye? No. I would be very surprised if anyone felt that. So what we begin to see is there is a disconnect between our own subjective experience and our ability to describe that accurately to someone else.